Number 8, America's wealthiest pay more in taxes because they earn more. And what they would say, looking at the economics, is not since the capital gains taxes were cut to 5.5%. Number 9, Medicaid takes care of our seniors' health care needs. I knew someone would object to that one. And number 10, poverty doesn't exist in the suburbs. So think about that list. Think about that list. Now, perhaps sometimes, sitting out there about this point, in this time in a service, you get to this point and you think, okay, so what? What can I do? And sometimes it actually happens up here that we get to this point in the sermon and I think, okay, so what? What can they do? What can we all do? This is not one of those times. I have another list, and it's things that we can all do. And they're very simple. Number 1, help with one of our feeding programs. This congregation is involved in feeding people on a regular basis, but it's a very small group of people who do this work for us. At Mountain View House, at Trinity Center, consider taking a leadership position this year for our Winter Nights program. Number 2, lend your energy to the efforts of Mary Fenelon and the Homeless and Affordable Housing Task Force, which is addressing the disturbing lack of affordable housing in our area at a time when advocacy is critical. I don't know if you know this, but last year when we hosted Winter Nights, it was the first time that the families in Winter Nights traveled almost all the way through the entire season. Other families were not brought in because there were literally no places to put the families who were in that program. We need more affordable housing in our communities. Number 3, go to the social justice table and learn about Prop 47. Consider showing up for a phone bank about Prop 47. Prop 47 is one of the first efforts to redirect money from our prison industry into education and mental health care and other critical services. I showed up for the phone bank on Tuesday. I made those calls, and it was very inspiring to talk to people who wanted to understand. Or, number 4, consider joining our prison visitation ministry of our immigration task force and work for Libertad and see and hear the stories there. Think about, number 5, think about how we wrestle with income inequality here in our beloved community. How do we both honor the generosity of those who provide financial support and also honor and value those whose gifts are more likely to be in time and talent? In number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9, you fill in the blank, but get involved in something else here. Make this place happen. Deepen your own experience, because here we give people opportunity. People do find courage, and if you feel compelled to take that out into the world, we get stories many times of how it ripples forward. And number 10, perhaps the most important one. Educate yourself about poverty. Examine your own assumptions. Think about the face it wears in your mind and heart, and acknowledge that its face, though you may not see it, is in the circles in which you live and work and play. Look anew at the lives around you and affirm them, and allow the space for those stories to be told. I believe this is our act of faith, to engage in our own lives and to discover the truths that are embedded within them, to engage in the world around us, and to speak our truths in the face of the lies of those who would live only for themselves. It is also the work of the season, from our Jewish roots, the work of atonement, to forgive ourselves and each other and to begin again in love. How do we work to counter the poverty of opportunity, of affirmation, of courage, of compassion, of imagination, which keen observers see in our communities? How do we make our congregation a place where we can meet everyone as equals, no matter what their monetary worth. We are called by our tradition in each age to listen to what we are called to do. That call is sounding. May we step forward with courage, imagination, compassion, hope, and in faith. May we be the ones to make it so.